I now pronounce you ex-husband and ex-wife. Congratulations. You may now diss the bride.
You shouldn't have been wearing white now like you shouldn't have been wearing white back then.
You look like Dumb and Dumber's other friend, Dumbest.
One of the most recognizable comedians and actors is back with a third series where he plays a fictionalized version of himself. Now he's joined by his daughter. Thank you, George and Mayan, for chatting with me this morning.
Thanks, Trevor. Thanks for having us.
So for those who haven't seen the series and are in need of a good binge, what is Lopez versus Lopez about?
Yeah, so Lopez versus Lopez is about Mayan and George Lopez and really their strained relationship after Mayan's parents got divorced when she was 15. And they didn't speak for 10 years. It was a very painful time, but COVID happened and George's moving business goes under, and they see this as a moment where they can reconnect. So it's really all the love, the laughter, and the heart and bravery that it takes to try and repair a relationship that's really important to you and mend fences.
So there's only 2 episodes left of this first season. What can you tease about these final couple of episodes?
You know, we've always, I've always felt when I was meeting all these people at Laker games or wherever I was going, I said, hey, why don't you come on and do the show? I'd love to do the show. Write something for me. So that continues on this show. Danny Trejo, Melissa Fumero, who's an idol of mine. And then in the finale, we ended with Snoop Dogg, who I've known for 20 years. And I did a movie with him in Atlanta, and he said, I'll come and do whatever you need. So that kind of synergy between real life and the show is on the show. But when you can kind of cross those barriers with people that have come into people's homes forever and have done a great job, that you're just creating something that I don't think has belonged in a space before.
And you just mentioned some of those guest stars, Danny Trejo, Snoop Dogg. You also had Rita Moreno the first season, Harvey Guillen, Justina Machado. Are there any other guest stars you're hoping for potential future seasons?
Well,
I hope.
Go ahead, Mike.
But wait, on 3? Just kidding. I would love Bad Bunny. I think more Latino representation. Pitbull. I think anybody. I think also another one of the Lopez's, either Jennifer or Mario. I think to make it 3.
What about you, George?
I love being the unattractive one of the 3. I think I talked to Anthony, Cedric, Don Cheadle, those guys I golf with. But I think also, somebody like Carlos Santana or Bruce Springsteen, with the music and things. And we talked to different people, you always find a place for somebody, but I think we do it in a way where it's organic, and you're like, well, why would they have somebody doing this? It's all very kind of real. So as we go along, Paris Hilton did my first show, and we became friends. That when you see somebody, whatever your first instinct is, hey, I'm gonna make you my dentist, I'm gonna make you this, I'm gonna make you that. That's usually what we go with. So everybody, I would say what I said 20 years ago when I did my first show, that everybody and everything is in play.
And Mayan, you had an appearance in George's first show, but now you're co-starring in it. What's it like going to work with your dad every day?
I joke that it's the most time that we spent with each other in 10 years, but it really is true. So I have the absolute time of my life to be able to have not only a repaired father-daughter relationship, but also to have a great working relationship with my dad as well. I think we treat each other with the respect of being actors as well as the love of being father and daughter. And I think it's the partnership that I didn't know that I needed in my life. And I'm so grateful every single day that I have it and that I get to create and make people laugh with one of the best to do it. So I think it's.
I went to work with my grandmother in 1981. It was nowhere near as fun or as charming in the car ride going and the car ride back or the 8 hours in between. I hated every second of working with my grandmother.
The evidence between the love between you two is so evident on the screen. So thank you both, George and Mayan. Be sure to watch Lopez versus Lopez Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. on NBC, streaming the following day on Peacock. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The George Lopez show is on right now. We don't have any room for guest stars.
Tuesday, Melissa Fumero.
I'm Mexican and Cuban.
No way, me too.
And Danny Trejo.
Wow, my little pony.
On an all-new Lopez versus Lopez, Tuesday on NBC.